Please be advised that Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where we're enjoying the greatest show ever committed to, it's not really film, digital space.
Let's go really old school and say celluloid.
Couple to Throuple, guys, is delivering.
Don't sleep on this, people. Do not sleep on this.
Don't sleep on it.
I actually got a text yesterday from a friend of mine who is poly, just with the screen capture going, you should cover this for your podcast.
Oh.
And I said, funny you say that. I recorded the first 2 episodes today, but they're a total TV snot. Like, they think it's ridiculous that I do this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they're like, I will never and could never watch it. I'm like, well, first of all, you're a true poly person. This would probably enrage you. Like, this guy lives this guy actually does live in a throuple with his wife and his girlfriend, and the girlfriend and the wife are together.
Okay.
Whole 9 yards. This strange, he'll never listen to this. This strange guy who like talks to me on Instagram.
Okay.
And I don't even know what his end goal is here. It just entertains me.
Okay.
And Todd's like, why do you keep talking to this dude? I'm like, because he's weird and interesting. And like, what does it hurt me? You know?
Guys, the voice you're hearing in your ear holes is Amy Archer. And I'm here with the honey to my tea.
Aww.
Amanda Lipnack-Radell. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Amy. Good morning, friends. I don't know when you'll all be listening to this. So
We've spent our whole fucking weekend talking about Couple to Throuple.
We have. And what better way could we spend our time? I mean, I have to go to brunch with a friend today and then do some like burlesque shit. So really, it's a full day. It's hitting all of my notes.
Well, so as you guys know, I'm currently unemployed, and yesterday my big thing was I learned how to properly foot a ladder.
I know you said that. I didn't even know that was a term.
I do have to tell you something funny though. Tim, so we got new spotlights, and Timmy was up putting them up. Okay. And he's like hanging precariously over the deck, which is like 30 feet in the air. And he's doing this.
Nothing scary about that.
I'm like, can I please hold on to your belt loops? Can I please hold on to your belt loops? And he's like, you're screwing me up. Don't hold on to my belt loops. Just hold the ladder. I'll be fine. He's got one foot on the edge of the railing. Like OSHA would have a field day with us if he came up here. While he's up there, what do I say to him? Can you grab that bee's nest while you're up there? Let me get you a stick. And he's like, I'm not worried about a bee's nest. I am. Let me get you a stick. And he's like trying to reach the bee's nest in the peak of the house.
And hoping to not get stung by these bees.
Well, I think it's cold enough they're dormant.
Okay.
But
I don't know about
stretch.
These things.
Let me put it that way. He almost flew off the deck.
I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad you've learned new skills. Maybe this can be included, a part of your new career.
Maybe I could foot ladders for people.
Foot ladders for people. Just go from person to person.
See,
be like, I hold you. I got you.
Footing a ladder for me is easy because anything I could just throw my weight against, I'm good. Like when I could use my little meatball weight as leverage, I'm good. It's anything that requires strength, I'm fucked.
Yeah, I can do some strength. I used to be able to do a lot more than I can now, but that's another story. But yeah, I mean, if what it takes is a chunk of weight aimed at a certain spot,
right?
I'm your girl. I just have to sit down. All I have to do is sit down and it's there. It's done. Boom.
Yes.
Or stand on it, whatever makes more sense.
And that's kind of what you have to do when you're footing a ladder. You have to like put your feet up against the legs and really hold it so it doesn't slide out.
Sure.
But you also kind of have to hold it side to side, and that's where I was failing. Like he's up there and it's like going side to side.
I'm
and
very
Timmy's
glad
like 120 pounds soaking wet. So he's just flopping in the wind up there.
I'm glad Timmy's okay.
One of these days I'm going to videotape, not that anyone would care, but videotape Timmy putting me to work, and like what an epic fail it always is.
Oh, I would love to see that. I would watch
be
that
like
all day.
Screaming at me because I can't do it. All right, here we go. Are we ready to talk?
We both can at least laugh about it.
We can. Are we ready to talk Couple to Throuple?
Let's talk couple to throuple,
Oh,
man.
quick announcement. I just want to tell everybody we
Breaking
have
news.
a surprise for all of you. It's been announced already on socials, but I'm just
Mhm.
telling you, okay?
Oh, okay.
You listen to me. Um we are doing Lover Stalker Killer, which is a
Mhm.
Netflix doc, and we are doing it with our favorite twin flames,
Ace and
Ace
Caitlin.
and Caitlin. So that will be out in your ear holes Friday.
Guys, legit, she has changed the name of our group chat to Twin Flames.
Mhm.
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 It's
There are
true.
twin
They
flames.
are our twin flames. They are our podcasting twin flames.
Yes. Yep. All right, Amanda, here we go.
Let's do this.
Couple to Throuple, Season 1, Episode 3, Jealousy.
Mhm.
So everyone is waking up the next day. And
No
guys,
one's happy.
again, I'm going to tell you, we have nicknames for all these people. We've already gone over how the terms are all wrong. Go back to Episode 1 and listen
Mhm.
to all of that. Okay.
Mm.
Ken wakes up. He's like, well, I woke up with two women again. And
Oh, I hate him.
Jonathan looks like he's being held hostage on the side of the bed.
When he came on the screen, I was Todd and I were watching, I'm like, "Oh god, he is, like, damn near, like, falling off
Oh,
the edge
that
of this
poor
bed."
boy. That poor boy.
He needs
You know
out.
you know
Oh
what I didn't
god.
realize? How pretty he is.
He's really pretty. He's
Oof.
got beautiful eyes.
Oh my
Good
god.
lord. Yeah, he's
Jeez.
real pretty.
So,
I don't find him
y
attractive, he's just very pretty.
yeah, very pretty. Dylan and Lauren are wondering why Becca ghosted them. Really? Really? You practically ate Mia at dinner the other night.
Right, like, this should be no shock, and Becca's a human being who may have feelings about this.
Maybe, a
This is
little
going to
bit.
be my this is going to be my, like,
Mm,
tick for this episode.
mm.
Oh, they're a human being who has feelings. Like,
Yes, yes.
fuck, they don't give a shit about these people.
No.
None of
So,
them.
Jonathan's telling the camera, like, "Things are real cold up in the gay's bedroom." Like, "It's freezing up there."
Jonathan's like, "Help. Blink twice if you need
Jonathan
help,
Jonathan
Jonathan."
needs to be extracted from this situation.
Yes.
So, I don't know what Ken and Barbie are doing, but we see a shot of Barbie leaning over the bathroom counter. Ken has a blue glove on and is rubbing her ass.
I I
What's that? What is he doing?
I I think he's exfoliating her ass.
Okay.
I think
All
he's
right.
exfoliating her ass.
He needs to be paying more attention to his
His
back
back.
week.
I was like, "We should flip this around, and girlfriend, you need to go higher
Oh,
up than just his butt
girl.
if this is
Mhm.
reciprocated."
So
She
at
annoyed me less
breakfast,
this episode.
she annoyed me. I actually don't hate her.
Yeah. It's
It's
her with
him.
him.
It's
Yeah.
him. So at breakfast, Sean says the vibe is decent. We see Becca doing the cabbage patch or whatever she's doing, 80s references only.
Right.
Jonathan talks to Ash. Why did I write Roshmel? That is not his name.
There's no
Ashmal.
Roshmel. That's their couple name. Rahman and Ashmel or Roshmel.
Roshmel. So Jonathan's talking to Roshmel,
But just
and
Ashmel.
Ramen is completely ignoring them. He's not even looking.
Were I sitting here as
Oh.
Jonathan, I'd be like, "Why does this guy hate me so much? What the hell did I d
I know.
did
I
I
would be
kill his
like,
puppy in front of him? Like, why does he hate me this
I would
much?"
be like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So Ashmal's like, hello, Ramen. Do you want to look at us? Like, do you want to
Right.
be in this conversation? Everybody's real like, oh my God.
Mhm.
Scott comes in and Barbie is like, hey, baby. Okay. Scott's like, he sits down. He
Can I
does the
bang
like,
Scott?
sure, sure.
Okay, cool,
He's
'cause he's
open for
hot.
banging. Yeah,
He's hot.
he is hot. So he sits down and he's trying to do the poor man's Mark Wahlberg here. Like,
Yeah.
how
I was
dare you,
waiting
sir?
for when the Mark Wahlberg portion of the program would
Mhm.
show up, and
Why
it's
don't
gonna
we
be
have
him, and it's
Mark
not the snake.
Wahlberg on this show?
Mark L. Wahlberg on this would be amazing. Imagine him rolling up on this scene
He'd be
and
like,
being like, "I need to do therapy with all of you for hours."
Barbie, tell me how you feel about Ken's mustache. So Scott sits down and he leans in. He's like, so let's chat about where you guys are at.
Mhm.
Okay. So Ken and Barbie are like, everything is perfect. You know, we talked to somebody else last night, but we realized that Denise is the better fit. And everybody at the table was like, ah.
What?
Okay.
Wait a minute. Okay. Here, this is the first moment where I was like, this is a fucking person.
Yeah.
What if you aren't a better fit for Denise? The only thing any of these couples are considering.
Amanda, you stop with that consent and agency. Knock it off.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Jesus. These are singles.
These are just holes to
horny
fill?
singles that just need to be fucked. That's it. I just gave Ace a little shout out there.
That was the first moment I was like, oh, what if you're not a better thing for Denise? Oh, yeah.
Nobody's giving a shit about Denise. Okay.
No one gives a shit about any of the singles.
Well, here at Little Miss Recap, we do.
I care about Denise with a Y. I'm worried about Denise with a Y.
So
first of all, I'm worried about her name has a Y in it.
Yes, we need to know why that. Yes, we need to know why.
There's a Y.
Although I will say this, her name is aesthetically pleasing with the Y in it.
It looks really pretty.
Because you have the DEN and you have the SE, and there's like a nice divide, and then the Y can go up. I would capitalize that Y.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if she's trying to make herself happen, Denise with a capital Y is where it's going to go.
So Ramen is like, Ashmal, we need to be on the same page before getting another person involved. And they're throughout the whole episode, they are fighting. At various points, you just see them fighting
all over this resort. I'm really not sure if these two are going to make it out together.
Yeah, I don't know. So Jonathan tells the camera, I would never deal with this shit outside of this villa.
In the real world with real relationships, I would have dumped these motherfuckers at a New York minute.
So now, still at breakfast, Sanu starts talking about polyamory and how you need a strong foundation and how it should be fun. And Brittany's like, well, see, girl, this is where we're struggling because you are not fun for us because you're acting like a teacher and you're not like putting your guard down. Brittany makes a good point.
She's not putting her guard down, but at the same time, I think she sees how fucked these two are.
Maybe.
And she's like, let me try to help you guys through this because you people are not doing what you think you're doing.
But I think what she's saying is like,
let's just fucking have fun for a bit before we have to educate ourselves.
Maybe. Oh, God.
They don't want to talk about their feelings.
I was going to say, maybe what she's saying is like, let's just get to know each other. But you're right. They just want to fuck.
No, they just want to fuck hot people.
They just want to fuck.
None of these people actually want polyamory or throuple.
The name of the show needs to
fuck people.
The name of the show needs to be We Just Want to Fuck.
The name of the show needs to be Couples Go a Fucking. Like couples just run through a resort fucking wherever they can.
Scott tells them tomorrow, good news, tomorrow, the JCPenney catalog desk will be open and you can return this piece of shit if you want to. And swap it out.
Exactly. Like, come on, these are people.
Now we're at the pool. And Hulk and Lauren are there. And Hulk is like, we need to see how Becca is. All right. Ashmal pulls Ramen aside and he's like, you're being rude and you're treating our sex object like he's a sex object.
You're objectifying our object too far. Too far.
Now, in a confessional, Ramen says, Ashmal's trying to police my behavior and the way I interact with people, and that is not fucking cool. No, he's not, dude.
No, he's not. He's just being like, you're a dick.
Yes.
You're being a dick.
He's literally telling you how you're coming across to everyone else.
Right. Oh, God.
Later, Barbie...
He's not telling him to not be a dick. He's just like, you're being a dick.
Yeah, and this is how it looks, and you need to stop. So later, Barbie comes over to Ramen, and she's trying to, like, soothe this.
Mm-hmm.
And he tells Barbie that Ashmal and Jonathan have bonded over being bisexual. And that it's threatening to him.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep. I'm going to laugh when we get like into episode 6 or 7 where each of the 4 couples are now like Hunger Games, Lord of the Fliesing against each other.
Yep. Yeah.
Either for the hot one that they want, because these are just like, people we could just sub in and sub out. Or because each of the couples are going to be like, it's the 90-day, or it's, what was it? Some therapy show. It's like, I mean, we're bad, but these guys are so much worse.
Right. Yes. It's kind of like when you're watching Seeking Sister Wife.
Yes.
No. It's when you're watching Sister Wives And you're like, Cody is a good husband because he lets the women go to college.
Right.
It's
Right.
very much that situation where it's like, he's not Warren Jeffs.
No, he could be so much worse.
Okay. So everyone thinks Ken and Barbie are doing this right. Everyone wants to be in their throuple. Did you see this?
They are not doing this right.
They're not doing it right. And guys, have you seen Ken? Have you seen this Joker?
Have you seen Davenport, Iowa hipster with the back knee?
Straight out of Davenport. This guy.
He thinks he is so much cooler than he is. He is a walking cliche.
Yes, he is. Yes,
he is a walking cliche.
Yes, yes.
And this girl is trying to hustle for her worth with him.
Oh, I know.
A lot of these people are hustling for their worth, and that is now one of my big things in life because I am a recovering worth hustler.
I think I'm with you.
I'm a recovering
I don't think I'm
hustler.
recovered. I think I'm recovering. Yes.
Yeah. I think some of it also has to do with the fact that we're larger people. And so we feel like you've said it before, like, sorry, I'm giving you this like broke down version. So I got to be all the better. Yeah.
Yep. It's kind of, you're right, because we go through the world as fat people. Like, it's almost in our DNA that we just come at things from that perspective. 100%. And Barbie, you are not, girl. You are worth it. You are worthy. You need to lose this idiot.
Lose this idiot, girl. You are too young for this bullshit.
Everyone thinks that, oh, I said this already. Okay. Barbie tells Ramon that she needs to be completely involved in everything right from the start because she has crazy trust issues. Amanda? Amanda, what would you say is the one thing that if you're venturing out and trying to do polyamory would be the stumbling block, the biggest stumbling block in a relationship such as that?
Not trusting your partner? She does not trust her partner.
So would you recommend somebody with crazy trust issues jumping into polyamory?
No, I don't feel this is a good relationship model fit for her.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Nor do these two actually want polyamory.
No.
She just wants to have a threesome. And the only reason she wants to have a threesome is because she occasionally wants to kiss a girl. And she wants to, in the words of our favorite, Cody Brown, win favor.
Oh, did you have to bring him into this? Actually, I brought him.
You already did already.
Like 10
so
minutes ago.
that seal has been broken.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna say something. I just have to say it, and like 5 people will understand. There used to be this game called Venture for ColecoVision. And you were a little hunter, and you were like a little orange meatball, and you'd go around with your little bow and arrow, and you'd be hunting things. And you had to go into a room and kill all the things there. And if you took too long, this specter appeared in the corner and was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And he would come and eat you. And I was terrified of this thing when I was little. That's Cody Brown to me. He appears. And I'm like, yes.
Wow.
Yes. Wow, he just appears at times when he's evoked. And is it evoked? Did we evoke him?
Yes.
Okay.
We evoked the spirit of.
It's an Achman's razor situation.
It is an Achman's razor situation. I'm telling you, I want that show that I forget. I think it was Bridget who was like,
I forget.
What we need to do is get Alan Rickman as Achman, and he
as
just
John Achman.
As John Achman, who just solves crimes that are very obvious.
This is why
that is the third thing you write.
This is why I fucking love the Backdoor Friends, because they come up with shit like this.
This is okay. You've got multiple writing. You got so much writing to do.
All right, let me get my list. Go.
Sister Wives musical.
Yes, that's first.
The murder where Nancy Grace is the serial killer. Yeah. Yes. Guys, she's like pointing at me like, yes, that one. The Achman's razor. John Achman and his exploits as a crime investigator. And then your actual book. The actual one you're working on.
I'm going to be real busy.
You're real busy. It's a good thing you've lost your job. When else do you have time for all this?
Don't call me to foot a ladder. I don't have time.
No, I have to write a musical. 3 books. Yeah.
All right.
You're busy.
Okay. So Becca and Jonathan have bonded now in their trauma. They are bonding.
They are trauma bonding. They are like, I think we're with the 2 craziest couples.
Yes. And she's watching Hulk get into the pool, and she goes, "He's so fucking disgusting, I want to throw up all over the place." Like, she's, like, not
She
even
hates him.
she hates
She's probably like, "I can't believe I had to fuck that guy last night. Oh my god, what
we do
happened?"
think they banged, right?
Oh, yeah, they absolutely banged. Remember, he was, like, under the covers and, like, arms were going and things
No,
like
no,
that.
mm-mm, mm-mm. I could watch Lauren and her bang. I can't watch him. No,
Oh, I could
no.
watch her and some of this, I'm not gonna lie, is fucking hot.
Like we said, it's like Cinemax on Thursday
Thursday.
night.
It's Thursday Night Cinemax.
We woulda
Yes.
we woulda killed for this as preteens.
Oh my god, can you imagine if
Ugh.
we if there we are, like, in 10th, 11th grade, and we're, like, searching through the television shit, and we come across this?
Oh my god. Oh my god. It would have been amazing.
We're
Okay.
finger banging ourselves all day to this shit.
So Sean and Brittany are talking about how much this throuple sucks. And they like Darian and they like Peach. And Sean
Right.
says there's nothing like when you meet somebody new and you get a weird boner for no reason. Like, I don't know what happens in those lady parts. But guys get aroused. Sean,
Sean.
women can also get aroused.
Right.
I know you've probably never seen it, but it happens.
It happens. There is, in fact, a physiological proof of this quite often.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just not a boner.
Correct. So Barbie and Ken are talking
Such an
about how
idiot.
they want to take things to the next level with Denise. Now they're thinking about kissing. And Barbie is like, just because you're a freaky kink doesn't mean you want to get freaky right away. Or kinky freak just doesn't mean you want to get freaky right away. Just to
She's not wrong.
remind us that she's a kinky freak, though. She has to
Right, she
remind
has
us
to
of
remind you
this.
that, but,
Yes.
like, she's actually not wrong, like, some of the fucked up of this is, like, I've talked to you for 3 hours, I've picked you, and now we're going to be in a like,
Yeah. Yeah.
some of these things take time.
Yeah. Agreed. So Denise, by the way, is in a confessional going, I want to make out with these motherfuckers right now.
I
Right now.
know, she's
Yeah.
into them, Amy.
Ken's just sitting there eating a yogurt, not giving a fuck. He's like, he needs his probiotics. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
I wanna go to this resort because I feel like there's a nice chef there who's doing a lot of this work.
I want to go to this resort, and here's what I want to happen. I
I
want
wanna
to
go to that
appear on my
infinity pool.
plate pancakes,
Ooh.
and I want a sausage link, and I want to be able to wrap the pancake
Oh, yes,
like a
yes.
pig in the blanket, they call it.
Correct. Yes.
Although in the Northeast, pigs in the blanket are very Polish, and it's cabbage with meat inside, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
And I want to dip it in syrup, but I also want on the other side of the plate some cold cottage cheese
Oh!
and a hot English muffin. Oh, I love
Oh!
cottage cheese. You don't love cottage cheese?
Oh god.
Oh, it's the greatest. Here's how I love it. Scrambled eggs, nice and warm, cold cottage cheese, hot and cold mix. No, Amanda's gonna throw up. She's actually puking.
So when I was a little kid
Oh no. If this is a cottage cheese throw up story,
no,
everybody
there's no
fast
throwing
forward.
up. There's
Okay.
no throwing up
All
involved.
right.
Except me potentially telling this story. So when I was a little kid, I had this best friend from childhood. Literally, we're 8 days apart. Our parents were like couple best friends. I think I've mentioned her before. Her name's
Yeah.
Gretchen. Gretchen has a younger brother named Michael. To this day, in my family, if ever we talk about Michael, it's baby Michael.
Aw,
The man
baby
is like
Michael.
46 years old
Okay.
now.
All right.
But baby Michael. Anyway, baby Michael had all of these like weird food allergies. So like he was very limited in what he could eat, or he was
Okay.
picky or something. I don't know. I was a little kid. I wasn't
Yeah.
that dialed in. But the one thing he would eat all the time was cottage cheese and applesauce
Mm,
together.
I could eat that.
And then when our parents weren't looking, he would look at
Mm.
us and spush it through his teeth
Okay, see, that's no.
because he knew it grossed us
Michael,
out.
fuck off. What are you doing?
Baby Michael, what is happening to you? Oh,
Did you
bless.
guys do a lot of Mikey likes it? Like you were stunned that he liked it?
Yeah, I think we probably made those jokes.
Okay. All right.
Probably.
All right. It's never too late. 50 years later, never too
I
late to
should
make
just
those jokes.
start messaging him on Facebook.
So Becca and Jonathan run up to Hulk and Lauren's room and they're quick moving her.
Yeah,
And,
they're getting her out.
before they get there. They're extracting her from the situation. Lauren and Hulk come in and they're like, oh, well, her shoes are gone. Oh, well, not going to happen. And Lauren's like, she wasn't into you. And that is a deal breaker for me.
Uh-huh. This is not a throuple, people, then.
Nope. Jonathan tells Becca that even though Rahman is a huge asshole, I'm more attracted to him and I need to talk to him alone. And I agree, I would be more attracted to Rahman. Although
I
if he
would
had
too.
resting bitch face on, I don't know.
He does have a stank face a lot of the
Ashmel's
time.
friendlier, so I'd probably I'm
Ashmel
gonna
is
change this.
warmer.
Based on just looks, I would go with Rahman. But
Correct.
based
Same.
on personality, I would go with Ashmel.
Absolutely. Ashmel, like, is warm and inviting and engaging, and he's got a great smile, and he seems, like, really approachable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ramen, I'm like, if I were walking near this man, I'd be like, "Oh, there's no world in which this guy's talking to this old fat lady.
No.
He's gonna
No.
hate her."
Agree. Agree. Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. So Brittany is counseling the gays, and they're like, first of all, of all the people here, you go to Brittany for your counseling?
Exactly. They're honestly okay. You have to go for advice, relationship advice, and you can only choose from these
Ashmel.
people.
Ashmel.
Okay, you're Ashmel. Who do you go to?
Oh, I'm Ashmel. Oh fuck. Lauren.
That's me. Yep.
Yes.
Lauren's the only one I might listen to, and I'd still give it like a 3 or 4 pound of salt.
Right, because she picked
Consideration.
Hulk, and she yeah.
picked Hulk.
Yeah.
She picked Hulk. Like, that's really just it. She thinks this guy's a good guy. She chose
And again,
to marry
maybe
this
he
guy.
is, but we're not seeing that side of him right
I
now.
have yet to see anything good about him. But he thinks, you know what, Amy, though? He thinks he's real cool with his black nail polish.
Yes,
You
he
notice this?
does.
He
Yes,
uses
he
his
does.
hands a lot. Like,
Yep.
he really wants people to know
And he
he's
has a
cool
little
enough.
design on one
Right.
nail, I noticed.
He's
It's so
comfortable enough
ridiculous.
with himself to
Mhm,
have
mhm.
black nail polish.
So let's see them painted pink.
Yeah,
And
let's talk about that, Hulk.
right, and let's see you watch another dude nailing your
Make out with
wife.
Lauren.
Now let's see how this happens. Okay.
Yeah, that's not happening. That's
So
when he hulks out. That's when the skin suit rips apart. Out comes Lou Ferrigno running around this resort.
So the gays are telling Brittany that
Brittany
they're
with no Y.
50-50 on Jonathan. They don't know yet. They don't know. And who cares? Who gives a fuck what Jonathan wants?
Right. Jonathan is not an autonomous being at all. He is merely a conduit for our enjoyment.
100%. So Ramen pulls Jonathan aside finally. And he's like, look, I don't know. Maybe I am to blame a little bit here. You think?
You've been a royal motherfucking asshole for 3 days now. Maybe you've contributed to this trip.
So he starts by telling Jonathan that he felt left out and that was his
course.
issue.
Of course.
Jonathan's like, look, I didn't want to tell you this in front of Ashmel, but I am hot for you.
I'm way more into you than I
Yep.
am into your partner.
Yep. Ramen gets all crazy over this, all boned
Ramen's
up.
all choked up. He's like, oh.
He's like, we could have run off together right then. He is the cutie with the booty. Is what he tells us. I'm like, whoa.
I think some of it is Ramen's insecurity. And I think he's like, oh, he's just into Ashmel. He's not into me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because Ashmel's more open to it.
Yeah.
So Jonathan was more open to him. But I think he took that as some sort of statement on his own hotness.
Well, and let's just not forget, I think I would be interested to know their ages, which we don't know.
No, I would
But
love
there
to know their
is,
ages.
like, I feel like people in the world have probably made Rahman feel like he is lesser than Ashmel because he is a marketing communications person.
Right,
and here's
not a lawyer.
Ashmel passing the bar and becoming a lawyer. So he probably has like a deep-seated insecurity that he is, and I would guess Ashmel's probably older. I would guess Ashmel probably has more experience in relationships, maybe was out earlier. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
has had relationships with women, which I think intimidates the
yes.
shit out of Ramen.
So I think Ramen just feels, I know, I
like
can't
when
say
you
it
have to
right.
correct
Can't
yourself
say
from
it
saying
right.
his name properly.
So I think Ramen just feels lesser than it, which is really a shame because I
It
don't
is.
think Ashmel makes him feel that way.
No, this is his own thing.
It's his own thing, but I'm sure it's coming from things that he has picked up or heard, or you
And
know
I
what I
am
mean?
guessing he is, if he's 25, if he's over 25, he's barely over 25.
Yeah, and I feel like Ashmel's probably like 30, maybe.
Maybe 29, 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a ton. It's not a big difference. We're not
Well,
in
and
a, Ben Mahogany situation, Mahogany or
mm,
something.
when
We have
he
to talk
said
about
when
that at
we
some point.
first oh god, when we first met them and um Ramen was saying, Ashmel's like Ryan Reynolds. He's the one that's outgoing. He's the one people like
Mhm.
what he was saying is he's more comfortable in the world than I am.
Mhm.
And that's
He's the one
intimidating to
everyone
him.
likes. People don't
Yeah.
like me, they like
Yep.
him.
So now they have relationship session number 3 with Dr. Shamira. It's
I
a
wanna talk to her for
bonfire,
a long time. Oh, yes. Oh, god.
and they have to write down a time that they've been jealous. I was really confused by this
I was
because
too.
they have to write down a time they were jealous, and I'm like, and throw it into a basket. So I'm like, okay, they could be really honest. No, you have to raise your hand and claim it, which
Mhm.
was weird.
Mhm.
Okay.
So why are we doing the basket and the yeah, like,
I know, it's
why
weird.
don't we just all write it down and hold on to
And
it?
read it, right.
Yeah.
And then you have to decide after you discuss it, do you wanna throw it in the fire and be done with it? Like, you've conquered this jealousy,
Right.
or do you wanna take it home because you need to work on it more? And I wrote right here, I guarantee the women all choose to take it home, and the
Mhm.
men all choose to throw it in the fire, and I was pretty right.
Absolutely.
With the
Right.
exception of Rahman, I was pretty right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay. There is a hermit crab attack in the middle of
yeah.
this.
This was horrifying, Amy. I was not okay. I
It
would have
reminded me of there was an episode of Maths, and it was, oh, I forget the couple, Zach and Mindy, maybe? Wow, if I pulled that out of my ass. And they're sitting on a beach, and there are a million hermit crabs in the
oh my
sand
god.
around them.
I
Oh,
was freaking out. Todd's like, "They're just hermit crabs." I'm like, "I would be so far off that beach, you wouldn't even know how I got off that beach that fast." Pew! No, I'm not doing this shit. I'm not having things crawl
I
on
would
me.
be okay. Now, if it was a bird or a bee or a flying object, forget it.
Mm-mm.
Forget it.
Mm,
Because
mm-mm.
flight, like, okay, here's how my brain processes this. Something on the
Okay.
ground I could crush and I could
It's a good point.
overpower.
That's a good point. You are
Something
taller,
in the
you're bigger.
air, I don't have, control over.
How do you feel about snakes?
I'm actually okay with snakes.
Oh god.
I mean,
Just the thought of a snake scares me.
to be fair, I'm talking little gardener snakes, right?
Mhm.
If I saw a huge snake, I would probably die right there on the spot. Because again,
Mm.
unpredictable movement. They don't move like in a
Mhm.
pattern. They're.
We were just watching a TV show. Oh, I'll just say it's The Leftover. I mean, the show's old enough now that, like, if uh, I can't be accountable for spoiling something that's like 10 years old, right?
Amanda's gonna spoil the leftovers. Get
I'm
ready.
spoiling Leftovers. I'm not spoiling the whole thing because I still don't know what the fuck's going on. We're only in middle of season 2 and we still don't get this. But there's this one scene where this big snake starts climbing over a baby,
Oh God.
and yeah,
No.
it's bad. The
No.
mother, I mean, the baby's fine. The baby winds up being fine. The
Yeah.
mother, not so much.
No.
Because the mother comes in and grabs it and then,
Feeds herself to the snake.
no, no. Wow. No, no, she does not, in fact, feed herself to a snake. Is that a thing one can do?
I don't know. If I had to, like, I would do that to protect my children.
Sure. No, she grabs the snake, and in grabbing it, it bites her.
Oh,
She kills the snake, but then she winds up dying because
from the poison.
from the
The
poison.
baby didn't have enough wherewithal to suck out the poison, I'm guessing.
No, the baby was useless.
Fucking babies. All right.
Babies are really
They
pretty
might as well
useless
be
at
a
the end of
brick. Okay.
exactly. Babies might as well be bricks.
So the purpose here at this bonfire is to admit a jealousy that you've had.
Mhm, mhm.
And you need to own it. They need to talk it out. And then, like I said, you throw it in the fire, whatever.
Right.
First jealousy that comes up is quality time.
Yeah.
This was authored by Sean, who
Mhm.
says, you remember that one time we were supposed to hang out at a Halloween party and I got all pissed off because you went with your friends? I realize now I was jealous. And she's like, I love you so much more for that because that was a really intense argument. What? What? Wow. Okay.
What if these two are the ones who, like, leave this place more in love and happier than ever? Because they
They
walked into this
will.
place hating each other.
No, they will because they have zero emotional intelligence,
Okay.
zero insight into themselves. Like, instead of saying quality time, there have been times in our relationship where you've spent more time with your friends and
Mhm.
I've wanted to do those things with you. he really hyper focuses on this Halloween
Sweet
party,
party.
which was weird.
It was very weird.
Okay. So, of course, he chooses to throw it in the fire because he's done with it. He's done with
Right,
it.
of course. I
Fixed.
just said it out loud. Done.
Mhm.
Boom.
Next one is getting closer or bonding without me there. It's Barbie. She's like, I'm so jealous when you guys are bonding with me. And he goes, part of my job is making sure you have enough before I give it to someone else. And she's like, okay. And she says, I'm going to keep it, not throw it in the fire, because we have to work on it still.
She's not wrong.
Okay. Good girl.
She's not wrong.
The next one.
Oh, God.
Never been jealous since I met my partner. Amanda, did you know immediately who it was?
Mm-hmm.
I did too.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, Shamira goes, who's the only person here on earth that's never been jealous? Shocker, shocker, it's Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk's like, well, gee willikers, I've never felt this way, but maybe there was a time. I don't know. What is this string? And Lauren goes, yesterday you were jealous of Becca. And he literally goes, oh, is
Not
that
24
what that
hours
was?
ago.
Was that I have chills. Is this how other humans live?
Are we going to start going back to our chakras and Joshua tree again? What is
This
happening?
douche bag.
This guy
Oh
is such
my
an idiot.
God. He's like,
What is
well,
this strange thing bubbling in my gut? I don't
I'm throwing it
understand.
in the fire. Obviously, I've worked through this, even though I didn't know what it was a minute ago. Next one is emotional connection. And this was Ramen.
Yeah, of
And
course.
he tells Ashmo, when I see you bond with Jonathan, it threatens me because that. So this reminded me of something you talked about when you were giving your nice explainer on polyamory, which
Yes.
is there are certain things that the couple might want to reserve for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you can go out and you can have a relationship with this person, correct? But I don't want you kissing them, maybe. Maybe we agree that we don't kiss or we don't, do something romantic.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We don't put the beep in the beep.
Oh, well, hold on. We don't put the in the with the okay. So Ashma's like, this is really like vulnerable of you. And I'm proud of you. And I agree. I thought that was a lot of progress.
For this guy?
Yep. Don't forget, he couldn't talk about this at the dinner table.
No. And he's the one who said, he's like, I'm not comfortable getting vulnerable. I'm not comfortable talking about my feelings. I'm not very good at it. My guess is probably the first person he's ever been vulnerable with is Ashman.
Ashmal?
Ashmal. I'm like, Ashman. No, that's not right. Ashmal. I really think that this is probably the first, like, truly, like, open he's ever been, you know what I mean? Truly open with somebody. And so to see how easily Ashmal can go do that with somebody else too.
Yes.
Freaks him the fuck out.
Yes, I agree. So now we're back at the villa. What I'm calling, this is like, in Toy Story when Andy would walk out of the room and the toys come alive?
Yeah.
This is what's happening back at the villa. Andy has left the room and the thirds, as I'm calling them, have come to life. And
they've powered up. They're back online.
They're all hanging out together. And Sanu is like, I hope these fucking idiots learn something in this therapy session. And she starts telling everybody how upset she is and she's crying. Now Becca's like, I want to get wild and do some ratchet shit. So they all go out to the pool.
What does it mean to do ratchet shit? I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. And I have another question for you. Well, it's more of an admission.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay.
They go into the pool and they're playing Never Have I Ever. I don't understand that game.
Okay, what don't you understand?
I don't understand the construction of that sentence. It confuses me because it's not logical. Like, it doesn't fall in the pattern of language.
Yes.
So,
it's sort of like a double negative.
I'm always hung up on it, and I don't know, do I raise my hand if I did it? Do I raise my hand if I don't?
I always need the clarification of which one am I supposed to do? Do I raise my hand if I did the thing or not the thing?
So never.
And can we just then make it be like, so has anyone ever banged a goat? Like, can we make it just real clear what our question is?
Thank you. It's I'm confused by it all the time. So, like,
I hope no one here has banged a goat.
Oh.
Oh, with this cast, I'm not sure.
Well, now I wonder if I've been admitting to shit that I've never done the
Are
entire
you telling
time
people you're
'cause
banging goats?
I thought that's what it meant. So does it mean so she says, "Never have I ever wanted to bang someone that's currently in the villa."
Right.
So what does that mean? That
Never
because she
have I
raised her
ever.
hand, so does that mean she does want to?
Yes, I think that means she does want to.
Okay.
So, like, never have you done this. You're like, nope, never done it. But then you have to admit you've done it. So
Yeah,
some of these people want to bang. It's
it's
confusing
it's confusing, it's unclear. I'm
for
ruling
those of us
this.
who are
You know
unclear.
what I need?
A gavel.
I used to have one at work. Mm. God damn it. I went as Ruth Bader Ginsburg one year for
Oh,
Halloween and I had a little gavel. I don't know where
perfect.
it is, but that's what I need. I'm judging this unclear.
Unclear. For two grammar nerds like us, this is too much. This is too difficult.
So now we have them skinny dipping. Jonathan's naked, he's in the pool, and Sanu and Becca make out, and it is real
Hot.
steamy.
It's hot.
Hot and steamy.
These two are into each other way more than they're into any of the people they've had to
Denise,
hook up with.
Denise's little Y goes to capital Y. She's like, whoa.
Whoa.
Denise's Y grew 3 times that size. 3 sizes that day.
Hey. I do like the fact that you're wearing or you drinking out of your pride mug there too.
I am.
Yes, you are perfectly
So,
timed.
Becca tells her, "Look, Sanu, my bed's available tonight."
And I'm willing to talk about feelings, Sanu.
Yeah,
I'm willing to
yeah.
talk.
I'll talk about. I know you're not just an object.
Right, I will treat you like a human being. So come to my bed.
So the couples return, and they're all talking about their session with
Mm,
with the thirds. Okay, the
right.
toys they're not back to sleep, but they're okay. And Dylan tells the group, Hulk tells the group about this weird thing I learned today called how do you pronounce it, Lauren?
Jalopy?
Oh, jealousy.
Jello?
Oh, I did it. I'm so secure in my manliness that,
That
I just
never
never
even
knew this
occurred
was
to
a
me.
thing. Becca's like rolling her eyes back in her head and it's like, okay, fine, whatever. I'm glad you
Whatever.
admitted it at least, douchebag.
Good job. Congratulations.
So now the gays are talking and they're talking about jealousy. And Ashmel says, let's do a little breakfast date tomorrow, Jonathan. Let's get back. Let's
Let's try
regroup.
this.
And then they
Try to
go to
reboot
bed
this.
and Jonathan is back in the middle where he
Mm.
belongs. He's the little bologna in their sandwich.
He's back
God,
in
I
the
could go
middle where
for a
he
bologna
belongs.
and mustard sandwich.
I haven't had bologna in a zillion years.
Me either. I could use some bologna, like with mustard on nice white bread.
Did
And the
you
bread
make
sticks to the roof of your mouth.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Did you
Perfect.
make your girls bologna sandwiches?
No,
Okay, so
never.
then, yeah, maybe we have both have been similarly timed with our bologna.
Timmy's mom makes fried bologna sandwiches.
Oh, I can't stand
I've
the smell
never
of
had
fried
one of
bologna.
those.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
A bologna
So,
sandwich, however, is different from riding the bologna pony.
oh, very different.
Very different.
I'd like to do that and eat a bologna sandwich while I'm doing it.
Oh, wow. You can do two things at once? I'm really anti food and sex together, but you do you.
Oh, come on. I could have a side okay, so I will say this. Reality gaze, Jake Anthony is my twin flame in terms of having pizza and food around at all times.
Sure, yes.
I could absolutely reach over on the nightstand, take a bite of pizza, put it
And
back
go back to
down, and go
banging.
back to banging.
I mean, I
100%.
reach over sometimes and grab a drink
There you go.
mid-session because
There you go.
sometimes you need to hydrate through
You
this
need to
situation.
hydrate. You do. You do.
You do,
Now,
it's
what if
important.
what if there was a pizza there on that nightstand?
I might have a bite of it. I might have a bite of it. I, however, would not put that pizza on my partner and eat it off of them.
Ooh, would Timmy let me do that?
Timmy, can you come to the phone, please?
All right.
What if we put a pizza pie on Timmy's tummy?
Pizza pie on Timmy's tummy. So in
God,
Ken and
ridiculous.
Barbie's room, they're finally kissing.
I know.
They're making out with Denise. We see this. Okay.
Well,
And
mostly
Ken is
Barbie's
like,
making out with
all right,
Denise.
all right, all right. Okay. I
Mostly
have to say
Barbie.
something.
Okay. Oh, God.
In every reality show I cover, why is there a Matthew McConaughey adjacent character?
No, because it's one of the few accents you can do really well.
I can't do it really well. I struggle with it, but I try.
I think
I
it's
try.
great.
A
I
for
think it's
effort.
great.
Okay.
This
The
and Queen
next day.
Elizabeth are your 2 areas of strength.
Oh, no, I'm getting Debbie from Single Day down
Oh, yeah,
pretty
you have
well.
a good
Yeah.
Debbie, particularly with the music behind it.
So the next day, Hulk and Lauren want a new start, and Ken wakes up with a boner. So those are the things. Okay.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Lauren heads over to Becca's to make sure Becca doesn't think Hulk is a total meathead. And Becca's like, all right, I guess he's fine. Whatever.
Fine, whatever, don't make me talk to this
Mhm.
motherfucker ever again, and you 2 should leave, Lauren, come with me.
Yes. Sean and Brittany are hanging by the pool. Sanu comes over. This is fantastic. She goes, can we talk? And Brittany goes, oh, no, 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 no. If this is about this, and I have been this way where like my kids will come to me again with something and I'm like, oh no, no, if we're gonna
No,
have
we're
this
done.
conversation, it's not happening.
Mm-mm,
So
mm-mm.
Brittany's like, I
Brittany's
can't
like,
do
"You're not
this.
making me talk you're not making me be accountable to treating you like a human being. We're not doing it.
Well,
Uh-uh."
I think how Brittany is seeing this is, and I use this term frequently on Married at First Sight, couples tend to have this state of the union talk all the time where they're like, so our relationship's been going well for the last 7 hours. We're really getting in on this intimacy thing. We're really using open communication. It's like they're
Right.
talking about it in real time as it's happening.
Right. Look
And
at us doing it.
I feel like Brittany thinks Sanu is going to come at her with that, but Sanu just really wants to talk about like why you guys see me this way
Right. Why
and what's
why
behind
aren't I
it.
a person to you?
Yes. Yes. So
And
she
I'm sorry
starts
I tried to, advocate for my own feelings and my own autonomy, or I'm so sorry. I won't do that again.
He starts to cry, and Brittany and Sean immediately, because they sense the power dynamic is back up, are
Mhm.
like, "Oh my god, we love this version of you. Like, this is great. Just cry and be broken. This is fantastic."
The more upset you are, the better we're doing. So go, go,
Mhm.
go, go, go.
Mhm. The gays are on a date, and Ashmal and Ramen are talking about some gym kink that they have. They like to work out and then
And then fuck.
fuck while sweaty. Yeah. And Ramen
I
is
don't
like,
wanna fuck while sweating. I don't, it's
"I
gross. If I
I
get
need
sweaty, that's different.
I
I
need
don't
a
wanna
camera
start
on
sweating.
these 2. I need a camera on these 2 going around Chicago because
I
then
know.
we learn in their Chicago apartment, Ramen isn't allowed to wear long shorts. He has to
Right.
wear the shortest shorts possible or a Speedo at all times.
4 inches or shorter,
Mhm, mhm.
preferably just a Speedo.
Yes. Now we
These 2
go
fuck, Amy. These 2 are fucking all over their apartment all the time.
and I will say they both talked to Jonathan like, we're gonna go back to Chicago. We're gonna do this, blah, blah, blah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Now we go the swap ceremony, and Brittany has on her best Big Bird bikini. It is bright
What the
yellow
f
with
Oh,
feathers.
we also didn't talk about the in her talking heads,
The
that
Mardi
rainbow
Gras outfit.
headgear.
Mhm,
Yeah, the
mhm.
rainbow headgear that I sent you
Yeah.
guys the picture of last night. You'll have to post that. I'll
Did
have to
you
post that.
did you get a Mardi Gras feel to that? Let me see
A
it.
bit.
Oh, not really. No, it's more
No,
rainbowy than
it's
I thought. I
pridey.
I thought it was more purple and green and
Yeah,
gold.
I need to bring it back up here.
Yeah. It's
Here
it's
we are.
wild.
Oh, yeah,
It's a rainbow headdress.
it is a rainbow headdress that kind of looks like something you might win at a carnival. It kinda has that feel of,
Yes.
like, the stuffed animals you win at a
Yes.
carnival, plus with her beads in her braids sticking out, it is an ensemble, and a shiny green bathing suit romper thing and her
Mhm.
pierced belly button sticking right out.
Mhm. It's
It's something to
wild.
behold.
Yeah. Okay. So we're doing this and Hulk and Lauren decide they want to return their trash to the store.
Okay, let's talk about this, like, swap ceremony.
Jesus
Just the
Christ.
rules of this swap ceremony.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Why is it it's the couple that gets to make the first choice?
Mhm. It is. I'm shocked they even asked
I know.
Becca
I'm
if
shocked
she
that
wanted to
given
stay
the
in.
choice, after the choice well, the couple's like, "No, I wanna return her." What's the person gonna say? "No, I wanna stick around?"
Right. It's so weird. Sanu kind of did say that.
She did kinda say that. She was kinda like, "I thought we were and,
It's weird. So I was trying to think last night, like, is there a more humane way to do this? And I can't really come up with something unless they all had like a notebook, like a not Love Connection, Newlywed Game
Yes,
style,
and they all
and
flipped it at the
flipped
same
it.
time.
Yes.
Or they provided their choices
Mhm.
to Scott,
Yes.
and it's anonymous. We don't know, is it the couple that's rejecting or
Right.
everyone else doesn't know. Obviously, the
Or
couple would know.
the 3 of them decide as a group,
Yes.
and then they come out and present their answer.
Right. No, we're gonna stay together. We're not gonna stay together. But nope,
Right.
nope. These are
No.
just
Mm-mm.
holes that we are just exchanging for other
Yep.
holes.
So they swap out Becca for Mia.
Of course.
Little Mia. And they have this confessional. I sent you a picture of it. They're like
Uh-huh.
patting her on the head and she's like, "Oh, I got sparkles in my belly." And I'm scared for her life.
He is like, "Yay, I got picked." I'm like, "No, girl, run. You in
No,
danger.
no,
Get
mm-mm,
out."
no. Mm-mm. So now Ken and Barbie want to stay and they give Denise a stupid fucking hat.
Of
And I want to
course.
throw it in a fire. Now Sean and Brittany say they are definitely
I
swapping.
know.
Brittany is she
Fuck
does
you,
this.
bitch.
She does this all the time. Like
Fuck
this, we're
you.
definitely doing it. And when she was
Right.
at the table and making Sanu feel like, oh, we just chose randomly, like
Right.
she has to really get her digs in there.
Mhm. She's such an
Sanu
asshole.
says, "Oh, you're asking me how I feel about something? Okay.
Okay, I didn't know I had autonomy here. Okay,
I
great.
she says I would have liked more time, but whatever, you know."
Right.
Now they have to decide between Peach and Darian. Now, when you were seeing Peach, were you getting the connection with Cam and what's her name
Yes. Oh,
on
absolutely. She totally looks like Eris.
Lalu? Eris, thank you.
Eris. Yeah, she totally looks like Eris.
So
She's gorgeous, as is Eris.
so Peach and Darian step forward.
And I'm
Okay.
like, none of you should step forward. Wouldn't it be
No.
great if like no one stepped forward?
Oh, I think that's gonna happen. That's
I think
gonna
it's gonna happen
happen.
too to
Mhm.
one of these couples because everyone's gonna see how fucking messy they are, and they're like, I don't want to do this. Mm-mm.
Scott makes Peach and Darian say why they want to be in the throuple. Now they're competing to be in the throuple.
Right now we're interviewing,
They pick Darian and she goes to give
which
Peach
we
a
knew
hug,
they
and
were gonna
Peach is
pick.
like, get away from me.
Darian, I know when Darian tries to hug her, she's like, no,
She's
and I'm like,
pissed.
Peach, yeah, I'm like, Peach, you have dodged a bullet in ways you don't even
Well,
realize. Except she's gonna eventually wind up with them.
Peach goes back in line, and there's some gorgeous woman behind her that we've never seen or we don't know. And
There's
she's
a
like,
couple of people we haven't talked to
"Yes,
here at all.
yes." And she's like, "Maybe I dodged a bullet." And this other girl's like, "Yeah, I think so."
I think
So
so. So maybe I don't so there's that person whoever that one is. This is like, you know what this is like, Amy? This is like when the randos start showing up on Yellow Jackets in the woods because we need more people to eat.
yes,
This is the
yes,
substitute
yes.
cast that has come
Mm-hmm.
in for the slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we've never and the one person who's been there the whole time that we've never even I don't know their name, I don't know anything about them, is that sort of androgynous looking Asian person.
Yes, yes.
Who the fuck is this
Yeah, like a
person?
non-binary person in the background.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I
Yes.
don't
Who
know.
is this
I don't know.
person?
I would like to know that person.
I would like to know that person too.
Yep.
Why doesn't this
Yep.
person have a name?
Yeah, I know.
They're just a hole. Oh god, I hate how they're treating these people. I love the show, but I hate how they're treating these people.
I need this show to just air continuously all year round.
We need prison cam on this 24/7.
So she says so Peach is not finished, okay? Now she says, "At the white party, these two idiots pretty much made me feel like I was their choice. They
Right.
gave me a
With the
necklace. They were like, 'You're coming with us.'
right.
It was a thing." Ashmal and Ramen now. We end with them. In a stunner, they say they are returning Jonathan to the store.
I was shocked.
And that's how it ends. Dun, dun, dun.
And we don't know who gets picked.
Nope, we don't know.
I think it's going to be a woman and I think it's going to turn into a shit show.
I'm here for it, Amanda. I'm here for it.
That or I want them to pick Thor.
This drops
I want to see Thor bang around. We need to
with
see
that
whatever's
hammer.
happening in that situation.
This drops on Thursdays,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
I'm gonna like set my alarm for 12:01 a.m. to see this shit. This is 2024's Tiger King, guys. This is it.
This
Was
is
that his
it.
name? Tiger King?
Yeah,
Joe
Tiger King.
Exotic? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Joe Exotic.
This is it. This is what everybody's gonna be talking about. This is amazing.
These people are so damn messy. They hate each other, all of them.
Oh.
Wouldn't it be great if like the 4 couples they start intermingling? Like, why
You
can't
know
they
what? I
intermingle?
was thinking about that. I'm wondering if like Barbie and Ken are gonna hook up with Hulk and Lauren.
They would
Uh,
never hook up with
uh,
Barbie and Ken.
no, they wouldn't. They would
The
hook up
problem
with
is none of
Barbie.
the only ones they could potentially hook up with are Sean and Brittany,
Hmm.
and they still wouldn't do it.
No,
No.
no, because the minute Sean started kissing on Lauren, Hulk would
Mhm.
fly into a rage.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
it's okay. It's very. It has very uh polygamy. What's the What's the version with the man with the multiple wives?
Polyandry.
Thank you. It has vibes of polyandry
Yes.
because it's okay as long as it's another woman that comes in and you
Right.
guys are making out, but there
Or is it
can't be
or is
another
that
guy.
polygyny?
Oh, is it?
I can never
Let
remember
me
which
look.
one's
I
which.
can't remember either.
You look that up. I'm going to talk briefly about something that comes up in the polyamorous community, which is something called the one penis policy, or
Ooh.
OPP. Yeah, you know me. Current references only.
It's polygyny.
Polygyny. Okay, I can never remember which one it is.
No, it's fine.
Um,
One
so
penis policy. Go ahead. Take
one
us through
penis
it, George Bush. What is your one penis policy?
penis policy. Will. So sometimes, as couples open up, it'll be the guy and the couple going, I'm fine with you dating women,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm the only penis here.
Mm-hmm. It's a
I'm the
dominance
only,
thing.
it's a total dominance thing. But
Mm-hmm.
here's what's interesting. So I've read a lot about this. I think this is really interesting because a lot of people will be like, that's because the man doesn't value, gay relationships in the same way. Could that be why? 100%. I don't
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah.
I don't think that's universally why. My guess is for some people, even if man or woman, woman, man, like
Mm-hmm.
you might be like, Timmy, you can hook up with all the men you want. You just can't hook up with another woman not because you don't value those relationships, because you
Mm-hmm.
can like mentally do the math of, oh, he's getting something that I cannot give him.
Right.
So this is not
Yes.
about me.
Yes.
This is like when I was in love with my best friend and then he came out and I was like, oh, this
Mm.
isn't a me problem.
Yes. Yes.
This is
Okay.
I don't come with the right equipment problem. And there's not
Right.
much I can do about that. I mean, yes, there are things you can do about that, but I don't care to do those things about
Right.
that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I think that's a
That's
interesting thing.
interesting.
But these are all one penis policy people,
Yeah. I see. I feel like that
except for
comes from,
except for the gays.
in my opinion,
They come with two penises already.
in my opinion, as a completely monogamous, straight, cis
Mhm.
white woman. Okay.
Mhm.
I feel like there's misogyny in that though,
Oh, there
behind
is.
that. And I can't
100%.
help but think that.
Oh, so much of this bullshit is misogyny.
Yeah.
It's just it's fascinating. But yeah, I would love Hulk and Lauren to pick a dude and see how that goes, because I
Oh
don't think it will
God.
go well.
Oh, if there's
If the
a
gods loved us and want us to be
if
happy,
there's a God, Zeus, if you're up there,
Apollo.
please, please, please let them pick a dude. I will pay anything to see it.
Also, I'm worried about Zeus and Apollo from Single Life. Do you think they're okay? Okay, sorry.
I don't know. I'm worried about them.
Oh God, I hope the affair and the
right,
break
guys.
lines are okay.
All right, guys. If you haven't already, please consider joining our Patreon where Amanda and I talk Sister Wives Rewatch.
Mhm.
This week, our savior, truly Grace Brown, was born.
Mhm.
Thank God. We're currently doing Single Life 90 Day over there, a 90 Day Single Life over there. We have heard your answers in our poll. We have heard that you would like more true crime docs. So we're working on a plan for that. We're on it. We did drop Scott Peterson documentary over the weekend. So parts 1 and 2, make sure you check those out. Again, it's a divisive case. I know there's going to be a few people who are like, state didn't prove its case enough for me. That's fine. We respect all opinions. We really do. Except if you're Hulk, we don't respect your opinion.
No, we don't respect your opinion.
Or
at all.
Ken.
Yeah.
But backdoor friends, we respect your opinions.
I don't respect I will say, I will not respect your opinion if you think Amber Fry did something wrong.
Oh, that's
That's
true.
an opinion
That's
I will
true.
not respect.
Well, I mean, I think the whole vibe of this podcast is we
we're gonna
believe women. Yes. So, okay. All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you soon.
Take care, everyone.